Hey, Farva, what's the name of that restaurant you like with all the goofy shit on the walls and the mozzarella sticks?
Welcome to the Cam Shenanigans podcast.
You mean Shenanigans? Oh! You're talking about Shenanigans, right?
Where Mike, Trent, and Zach, and a guest will debate all things automotive.
Our shenanigans are cheeky and fun.
Yeah, I mean, his shenanigans are cruel and tragic.
Make sure to check out Cam Automag on all the social medias at Cam Automag. And don't forget to support our sponsor, Hustle Energy.
There we go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Cam Shenanigans. Woo! There you go. That's the energy I'm looking for. I am Mike, dear leader, talk taste, leader of men, herder of cats, a whole bunch of other stuff. A dude who runs a nerd thing and a food thing when I'm not doing this. And I am joined, as always, by the one, the only, formerly the chairman of the boards, but we ain't got boards no more. So he's just an excitable child. It's Zach.
Woo!
There we go. He's a big dumb animal, folks.
I say big dumbass is what I thought you were going to say.
Nope.
I was ready for it.
Go ahead and watch Tommy Boy. You'll get what I'm talking about.
I know.
There it is. And joining us, long time coming, long time friend of the program, it is the one, the only Vincent Robert Meyer, Vinnie Mouse himself. What's up, buddy?
What's up? Happy to be here.
Glad you could make it. Glad you could make it.
I need other social interaction in my life.
Oh, just dealing with the wife, the dog, and the child is not enough for you?
Just dad life, that's it.
Hey, man. You've entered the pantheon of rad dads. That's a...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I learned on the pre-show is that he's way cooler than me, so that could have been a cool intro, too.
Nah.
Well, to be very fair, Zach, most of the people we bring on here are cooler than you. They're cooler than me. Listen.
I'm cooler by association.
At 3:30 this morning when I got a screaming baby in my face, I won't be that cool.
Well, listen, just enjoy what you got now.
She is adorable.
She is adorable. Before the show, I went through, checked your Instagram story, and God, yeah, she is adorable.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
She's a ham.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah. Said it before, say it again. Congratulations on becoming a rad dad. Congratulations on getting some hardware this past NASA season.
Oh, yeah, right there. Look, you can see it.
Yeah, look at it.
There.
It's like he knows what he's doing as far as setting up a room for a video goes. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, and I'm on my simulator here, so this is like my steering wheel. I don't know if you saw it. So.
I kind of figured. I'm kind of hoping at some point during the podcast you just start steering.
Yeah, I'll start going. Yeah. I'll just ignore you guys.
Just running through the gears, you know. Well, all right, let's talk about, so everybody knows who me and Zach are, but Vinny, who exactly are you, and how did you come into our tragic orbit?
Who is you?
Well, I had a Subaru that I raced and spent a lot of money on, and raced and blew a bunch of motors on, and you guys were out there, and some of the first people that, were cool and took pictures of it and all that. So we kind of just became friends after that. And Gavin also, and all you guys. So you were kind of the first people that really, paid attention to some of us newcomers out there, So.
Well, yeah, got to get the new blood in there. That's how this thing keeps going. What's up, Andrew? But yeah, so you blew up the Subaru a bunch.
Yep, Subaru a bunch.
As one with an 05 STI does.
Yeah, it was really fast and made cool sounds. And but it was hard to keep running. So, but it was fun, and we took it to Road Atlanta and did good there. And then I switched to the Spec Z world, which has been an excellent decision. And I love it, and I plan on doing it for many years to come.
Hell yeah.
So
awesome.
Yeah, man. That is
and
awesome.
And you say you're not cooler than me. I haven't been on a track ever, and I haven't been to an autocross event in who knows how long.
Well,
get there.
It gets better. Hey, Vinny, what's your other car?
It's a 2017 Nissan GTR.
Exactly.
Yep. Yes.
See, my collection of shit boxes are shit on that.
Your collection of shit boxes are shit boxes.
Yes.
Well, there we go.
It's got a flat 6, though, he said.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's still a shit box. I have to start with the fucking Power Pro because the wire from the starter to the inside of the car doesn't fucking work. So I gotta pop those. Shit box.
Oh, man. That is glorious.
Does your car, after you pin it at red line for more than 30 seconds, does it go into limp mode? Because my Subaru does.
No. Are you talking? You're asking me?
Yeah.
No.
See?
That's... Yeah, man. Like,
Do you have to put your car in neutral so the ECU doesn't flip out that it's in a manual car?
Well, I have had to turn my Z off in the middle of a race to try to get it to go out of... what was it doing? Something with my clutch or something. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah. Talk about sketchy. Turn your car on and off on track and try to get it back on.
Well, my car does that every 35 minutes on the highway because it doesn't like constant RPM. So you're in traffic and it's lost power. Whoop whoop. But a racetrack though, I couldn't on a racetrack.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Oh, all the time. It does it every 30 minutes.
Not you.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, when did the hell did that happen?
Oh, numerous times. We have to cycle the key. I can't remember what they have us cycle the key for. I'm going to be kicking myself later when I remember what we have to do it for. But there's like something in the car, like a light that comes on. Oh, when the ABS light kicks on, maybe.
You have to reset ABS.
And so if you kick the key and turn it on and off while you're going, and then jump the car, like pop the clutch, you can. Sometimes you can get it, but I've only tried it once. A couple other guys have tried it, and they said they've gotten it to go. Like I know Cole back in the day say he did it once. So I don't know.
Well,
because like the non-base Z's for some reason the ABS light kicks on, or something like that. But
all right.
I haven't had much of an issue with mine though.
Okay, so we'll be in the shitbox club together then.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, the Z is a little bit of a shitbox, but it runs. So
it's a shitbox with a pedigree.
Yeah.
There you go.
There it is. Oh man. Well, yeah. I don't have any. And some of my favorite memories are of your dad just like grabbing me and dragging me into the garage. And
he's like, get in there.
Yeah, he's like, come here, and then just like talking to me for like a half an hour. I'm like,
yep.
Bob, I gotta go though. It's been fun.
Oh, yeah. He's everybody's best friend.
Yeah, he is every like gregarious like Midwestern uncle. Mm-hmm. He's like, come here.
That's why him and Cresser get along so well. They're two peas in a pod.
Oh god, yeah, just the best old dudes. Oh.
Yep, just loving it.
I still have somewhere on either this phone or my other phone, I still have a photo from your wedding reception of Cresser dancing with John Arthur's girlfriend. Oh yeah,
good times.
Oh, such a great day.
Yep, I look for those pictures every once in a while. It's like, God, Cresser's hilarious.
Cresser's great. Dude, he keeps inviting me down to like Arizona.
I went to his house one time last year. It was fun.
Dude, I bet it was
really cool.
Dude, he's also an awesome dude. Shout out to Mike. I know you're not listening, but hey, shout out to Mike. Yep. Shout out to Big Bob too.
I drove a Z a few times too. He's a good dude.
Yeah. All right. They let you drive the Porsche?
No, maybe someday.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Well, speaking of driving other people's cars, you drove something a little fancier than the Z.
Yeah.
What was that?
I drove the Mix and Models Hurricane Super Trofeo Evo. So,
nice.
Yeah, that was really exciting and awesome.
Yeah.
So,
nice.
Yeah, hopefully I get the opportunity to do that a little bit again this year, which is looking like. So.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe out of town race we're talking about. We'll see what happens.
Ooh, all right, out of town race. I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then let me see. Enduro. Like you did that once or twice?
I did it twice. We were gonna try to do it last year, but Cresser ended up selling the Z, and we didn't know what we were gonna do and didn't end up doing it. But I was exhausted last year anyway. But on that day, I think that's the day I won my first Z race, if I remember. So yeah.
I think that was the case.
Yeah. But Anyway, it was I was exhausted anyway, so that time I was like, I'm glad I didn't have to do the enduro too tonight because those weekends are long. Because I was doing Friday, Saturday, and then the enduro that night, then racing Sunday too. It's just
Yeah, like the people who like Iron Man like actually do the regular races and then do the enduro and then race.
And then you got like Jan does the time trial as well. On top of it, she supersizes it.
Yeah, like
crazy.
Or Bradshaw, he does it too. Dave Bradshaw.
Yeah, like I mean, it's like Zach, we need to get you out for the enduro this year.
I'm down.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, dude. Like
It's fun to watch.
Oh yeah, like getting out to like the backside of the track where there are no lights, and
You
it's
see
just
those bright lights coming.
Oh
And
yeah.
the brakes glowing.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Crazy.
yeah. Going into Black Rock, that's a good place to get them glowing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man.
It's intense at night to drive out there, I'll tell you.
Oh, it looks nuts.
Yeah, because the worst part is, especially if you're in a slower car, you got those LED lights coming up behind you, and they just blind your mirrors, and so you're just holding on for dear life.
Oh yeah.
So,
And like you get some of like the proper race cars with the passing lights going, just blinking at you.
so Jan's husband hit one of like those really low, like I don't know what they call them, that was out there last year during the enduro. Jan's husband tapped that thing, and just ended its night during the enduro. But he was in a bad spot where he passed him, but
Yeah.
the Z was fine. They kept going.
Hey man.
That car was done for the night.
Man, those things can be tanks sometimes when they want to be.
They're unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
As long as the clutch stays together.
Yes, that's key. I think that's key for most race cars.
Yeah.
Or cars in general. But do you think you're gonna take a swing at the enduro this year?
I'd like to if I can find a way to do it. I don't know if I'd volunteer my car.
Yeah.
Just it's a lot, but yeah, I'd love to work something out. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, fingers crossed. I mean, I'll be out there in some capacity.
Yeah, I'll probably be there too, regardless.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So who knows? Might be calling the race for the NASA YouTube. Might actually
Yeah,
be
that
out
was
there
cool.
shooting photos. One or the other, either or. Kind of actually want to get back out there and shoot photos because, turns out, and this is specifically for a lot of the NASA Utah folks. Y'all talk a big game about getting up there and joining me, but most of you are terrified of speaking into a microphone.
oh, I'll go up there.
Yeah. Like I had
I'll
so many.
I'll do it with you. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at, but I'll do it with you.
It's
You're
all,
talking
I mean,
like talking over the place. The mic's there.
yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
It's just, like unfortunately they won't let me on the PA system.
Oh, won't they?
No.
Yeah.
They just let me on the internet. So
Bastards.
probably for the best and the worst. So I just remember one year I had Austin Kent up there with me, and I just kept like demanding him. I'm like, Austin, get over here and talk into the microphone. Because he kept saying interesting stuff, but he like did not want to be on the mic. It's just like, dude. Exactly. Or just like put his hand over the mic and like say something to me. I'm like, into the mic. So all right. Well, now that everybody kind of knows you and knows our history and recognizes the hardware, come on, gotta. So he's got the bona fides to be on here to talk nonsense with us, and
You're more
nonsense.
qualified than I am, which doesn't take much.
Yeah, listen, the barrier for entry onto this podcast is so low. It's just, it's so low.
Do you have Monday night that's free? You're perfect.
We need James Cameron to go down and raise the bar up a little bit. But Zach, you had a fun little experience.
I did. It was. We didn't talk about this very much at pre-show, so this is all new for you.
Oh yeah, hold on.
But
What's up, Jamal?
Jamal?
Yeah, Jamal's
Hey,
here.
what's up, Jamal? Dude, we were talking about you, 2 weeks ago? A week ago?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But, so, like, it was, like, almost like a car guy life-changing event for me. Like, it made me question some things.
Yeah.
So, I went to the big car meet, Cars and Coffee out at UMC on Saturday. And it was a pretty good event. It was hilarious seeing, like, there was a couple of Lamborghinis that were parked outside during the snowstorm.
I would have liked to have gone up.
Yeah, and they never got cleaned, so there's like all these nice cars just covered in shit. It was great. But we I went with my Asian friend, so Asian Mike, Tham, and Rob something, where I don't know, I can't remember right now. And we all cruised together, but we met up down at Cabela's and met up some other people we rode with. That's how we rode with like Jeeves, another dude in a GTR, and then this dude, he had a 510. I'll get back to that one in a second. Let's go off this whole story. I'm going to loop back. Oh, and then Tham brought out his 190E Kazi.
Ooh.
That was just immaculate. So we're cruising with all these cool cars. And we get the show, just normal car show stuff, walk around, see people, talk to people. On the way back, I asked the guy with the Datsun, hey, could I ride with you? And he's like, yeah, sure. And so I got a little bit of a precursor of what the car was. It's I can't remember exactly what engine it is. It's some VG30 weird old Japanese V6. But basically a Frankenstein at this point. Like it's very little stock components. It's V8, the Nissan V8 pistons out of the Q45, crankshaft out of something else. Like it's just
that
crazy Frankenstein build. But it was built back in like the early 90s, I think, is what it was.
Okay.
And it's been basically just slowly refined since then. And it's like it has the 280Z X5-speed transmission and the Subaru R160 WRX LSD. And so like it's a pretty good build, but it looks stock. It's like perfectly put together. Like everything on the inside works, everything on the outside looks perfect. It was just really well put together car. And then getting in the car, the second we turned onto the road, the main road off of UMC, I realized like this car is something different. I've never been in a car that is so perfectly dialed, like everywhere, like everything, like the suspension to the handling. Granted, I'm not driving; I'm just experiencing it as a passenger. But everything is just immaculately dialed. And also, I was realizing that the driver of the car is so dialed with the car. He is so in tune with the driving aspects of this car because he's owned it for so long, and it's been part of his. He's been part of it since like the creation of this car. And it was so weird. Like, I've driven lots of cars, but nothing that visceral of an experience. Like I've never been in a car where 60 and 140 are indistinguishable, other than wind sound.
Yeah.
The suspension is perfect. That like we're. I don't want to throw this guy underneath the bus. So I'm not going to name his name, but like we're weaving in and out of traffic at 120 in a car that makes 280 horsepower. We're passing people in the shoulder, and then he just gets bored and decides to lock up the car at 120. The car doesn't even. It just like we're flat spotting tires at 120, and it's just great. And he throws it back into third, kicks it out, catches it, and just goes off. I'm like, I don't know a car that could do that. Like anything I've ever owned would kill me trying to do that.
Yeah, like
and so. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I just want to say, Derek Edgington in the chat. I give up long before my car ever gets to that point. Attention span of a goldfish. But what about the GTO? What about the Le Mans there? You know, it seems you've had that for a bit.
But so where I was going with this whole story is like what would you guys take to be like your perfect car? What would you refine over a year or over a span of like 30 years, become this like perfect machine that a passenger? I have never been in a 510 before, let alone anything of that caliber. But just know that this car was special. Like it was insane. Like I'm asking you guys this question, like what would you guys build and refine? And it could be anything. It could be like a drift car, a street car, a drag car, a track car, autocross car. Like, what did you guys have on your list? Because I have mine. It's not as crazy and fancy, but
I've got several, as I know probably Vinnie does.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Yeah, you guys should go for it. I need to look up some numbers on my car. So
all right, you do that.
You can go.
Okay, so back in the day, I had a '94 Integra LS Thunder Gray confetti interior. It was really sweet. What I wanted to do originally with that thing is I owned it right as UMC was opening up. I wanted to turn that thing into like a crazy front wheel drive time attack monster. So like I had looked at and planned out
Way before all of it.
yeah, like I would have been out there just like in the dark days of just like
Yep.
the MPRA, not even NASA, like
Nobody
or
been
like
what's he doing out there?
yeah, just like
Yeah.
like getting yelled at by Biggie doing lap battle.
Yep.
Love Biggie though. He yells because he loves. Yeah. No. So it was going to be a K24 bottom end, K28 Type R cylinder head. I was going to run ITBs because I want this thing going all the way to like 11, and I don't need no turbo getting in my way. So, yeah, I
Heard that.
I was going to strip that interior. I was going to put I think JDM Integra Type R 6-speed in there with that came with the helical limited slip, and then I was going to get some custom valved. I can't remember which what coilovers they were going to be, but I was going to it was going all the way like a proper spec cage. This thing was going to be nuts, and I was going to forego the style at the time because a lot of front wheel drive time attack cars were rocking the front wing, the
Front wing, the Scion one. Yeah. That's legit.
Wow.
Oh man,
There was the first thing I remember seeing on the social medias back in the day.
Oh yeah, dude, that thing was nuts. There was a Civic hatchback that they just you remember Bob Evans and that NASCAR Car Tomorrow?
Oh
yeah. Yeah, he took the little wing off the back and he put it on the front. That
Yep.
Civic had kind of the same thing.
Mhm.
It was but I mean, I was gonna go like the same route. Like, well, I actually wasn't gonna go the same route, but it was just gonna be like I was gonna try to get like a flat bottom and everything. Like I have to find it somewhere, but I had like everything like written out like a manifesto. Like I was gonna send this to the government. So yeah, man, like that was going to be just like there was no way that thing would ever be like street legal or even worth driving on the street, but it would have been rad,
Yeah.
So that is one of my many dream builds. Vinny, what do you got?
Well, the biggest one that we've wanted to do, me and my dad has been a 49 or a 50 Mercury,
Ooh.
and slam it to the ground, do some bags. I was kind of thinking it'd be cool to do a different engine in it that's not American.
Okay.
And really piss a bunch of people off. Something with a big turbo and just do something crazy,
Nice.
And we said it'd be cool, like flat black or something like that, or flat red or something cool,
Ooh, flat red would be so good.
and do like just a solid steel plate in the back so you can just drag it all the way down the freeway and shoot sparks. That's just been like kind of a dream that we've talked about forever. We might get around to it someday. It's just with that big bubble grill on the front. There's those 2 years of Mercs that look just so good, and chop them. It has to be chopped.
Gotta chop it.
So yeah, that's definitely a dream right there.
It would be so awesome. Just like show up, be like, that thing is awesome. What's it got under the hood? RB.
Yeah, like a RB, with a just twin turbo, something crazy,
What's it got under the hood? Inline 6 Mercedes diesel.
Yeah. V12. Like that one at SEMA. Remember that had the Cummins diesel in it with all the copper on it?
Yeah. Oh, dude, that would be
That was legit.
Dude, that was so tight. Yeah, like you guys need to get on that. And
I know we've talked about it for years, but
dude, Derek Edgington says a Barra under the hood would be.
Oh,
yeah. There he goes. As was the style at the time. But dude, like a flat red. Now I'm just like kind of. I'm imagining like a darker, kind of like more like a Merlot, kind of like a wine red.
Yeah, and kind of like like a darkish red. I've had it envisioned in my head forever, and like a hint of ghost flames, some kind of bitchin' ghost flames, not like your typical lame ghost flames,
No.
But yeah.
Yeah, like something that you're not going to see, like, every old dude with money having.
Yeah, just like something a car that looks like it's just going to kill you as it's rolling up on you. Just total gangster car.
The kind of flames that actually add horsepower.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Ooh, man, that's
Anyway, that was one of my 2 things I had. So
Well, I think we'll have enough time. We can do 2 laps here. But so mine is, I don't know. I feel bad talking about this because it feels kind of like it's built kind of like every 14-year-old guy's or 14-year-old kid's like, I want a Lamborghini and I want to supercharge it.
I want a Lamborghini.
Well,
Yeah, I want one too.
Yeah. But mine, I think mine's a little bit more unique, and it's something I've actually thought about a lot, and I've looked at some of the numbers on stuff. But Mercedes made a vehicle called the SEC 560 or 560.
yes, yeah. Oh, dude,
And
those things are rad.
For those who don't know, it's a giant, just long-nosed 2-door.
What's it called?
The SEC 560.
I gotta
Look up the SEC 560 AMG. Because we'll get back to that. It's the car that you're too rich to. Your architectural firm is gone too well.
Oh yeah, it's a good looking car.
It's one of those for those who are looking it up or just refusing to look it up. If you've ever seen Roadhouse, it's that car.
I've seen that in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, I feel like it's the kind of car that your architectural firm is doing too good to own a Saab, so you end up with this.
You got the big bone. Jamal says the 560 SEC with the Koenig kit, which I will co-sign that.
The Koenig kit's cool. I like the AMG kit because AMG did their thing. I think they made 4 or 5 of them, and it's just giant fender flares. Just what AMG did. Just makes the car going from looking cool to looking fucking mean. So I'm gonna do that with the AMG body kit, and then my whole driving style that I'm into right now is highway stuff. I want to be able to. I want to live the Autobahn dream or the Wongan night kid. Night
yes. Kid? No, Wongan Midnight.
Wongan Midnight. There we go. Midnight, not Night Kids. This is all fucking Initial D.
That's the Yogi Night Kids from Initial D. Let's keep our anime, our car animes straight here.
Our subculture straight. Okay. But I like the idea of just I'm gonna go to California right now. I'm gonna go to LA, and I know there is 400 miles of nothing between here. That there's not a single other car on the road, and I'm going to set cruise at 140, 150, 160, and the car is just going to do it and not even complain about it. And so
dude, I bombed down to San Diego for my best man's wedding, and I drove my GTR down there 2 years ago. One of the funnest drives I ever had.
Oh yeah. So I'm going to modernize this car, and I'm going to modernize it with the M275.
Okay.
Which is the biturbo V12 from the 2009 to 2015 or 14 S65 AMG.
Oh.
And so, I'm not going to leave it stock. I'm not going to leave it stock either. Rentec has literally a flash tune. We have to do downpipes and other small things, but nothing integral to the car. A flash tune that bumps it from 600 to 850 horsepower and 700 foot-pounds of torque to 950 foot-pounds of torque. And then there's people that sell turbos, and I believe there's cams for the engine. Yeah, I might be wrong on that. So 1,000 horsepower and 1,200 foot-pounds of torque is not unreasonable on that.
Yeah, I remember, I think Clarkson tried to drive something like that on Top Gear.
Okay.
And he's just this is an obscene amount of power. And he just he gets in the car and he's just so in any other car, you could just get in here and just get on the gas and you will have a little bit of tire spin and then you'll go. And he's like, watch what happens if I do this. Gets on it and he's just roasting the tires.
I want this thing to break a 325s loose at 65 when it drops down 4 gears. That's what I want. Because I would probably pair it up to either the 7-speed or 9-speed multi-clutch bullshit that Mercedes is doing right now. Because you being a race guy, Vincent, you will know this thing. I've had to explain this to my friends where it's I want to build this super high horsepower car, and I want it to be manual, but I still want to street it. And I'm like, okay, find me a transmission and a clutch that you're going to want to drive on a daily basis that isn't going to be a bitch to drive, and a transmission that isn't going to explode.
Yeah, I had a ZL1 too, the Camaro that was 6-speed. I drove every day too, and that, I mean, going to my GTR, it's much more comfortable just to flip it in automatic and just, it's good, you know.
Yeah. Listen, everybody's gonna make fun of just living life in D, but sometimes, when you get old, when you get a kid, you get dusty,
lazy.
Exactly. You just you don't need to get your left foot involved all the time. You just want to.
Who needs a clutch pedal?
You just want to go. So.
I've done some research on what kind of rear end I would use. It's going to be some kind of solid axle. It's going to inhibit or it's going to negatively affect ride quality, which I know, but I don't know another independent rear suspension that's going to want to hold 1,200 plus foot-pounds of torque and not want to kill me.
Jamal says if I lost traction on 325s, it's brown pants time. Yeah, that is.
I broke traction in the Viper that's 315s to 305s. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, when you go to that third gear shift really aggressively and it chirps the rears and you're like, oh no!
I had a hole in my Camaro doing that.
Yeah. And I think the Viper top of second is like 75 or 65.
Good Lord. Oh man.
So yeah, that's my current dream that I don't know what could be done. I don't know if you could shove an M275 over the hood of an SEC, but fuck it.
Yeah, listen, I mean, that's what we're here for. It doesn't have to be like a proper build. It just has to be a cool idea.
Yeah.
At this point, we're three dudes talking about cars on the internet. Nothing we say really matters. Doesn't have to come true.
The other thing too with that car, the imagery in my head, I'm like, this would be so cool. It's like you're on the highway, you're cruising. You got it set in C for comfort, and then Billy Bob Joe and his SS Camaro pulls up next to you, and you're like, "Oh, cool, okay," stomps on it, and you leave tire smoke at 65 down the highway.
Good Lord.
So yeah, that's it. That's my.
That is a gnarly one.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Well, man, we've got quite so much time left.
Do you want to roll through your next one, Mike?
Yeah. So I have always, and shout out to a friend of the program, Sally McNulty. She's kind of got what I want, except she's kind of got the next generation up. I've always wanted an SR street car, like an S13 coupe. Yeah,
they're cool.
With an SR. Yeah. Just like I blame Wicknick.
Yeah.
Me wanting coupes. And I don't want to shove a Jay-Z in there. I don't want to shove
clean one would be cool.
Yeah, just really just classic Japanese style, small wheels, 15s, a limited
kind
slip.
of the way it's supposed to look.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Just like a simple understated body kit. Mm-hmm. I would do the two-tone Sylvia paint job. I'd keep the pop-ups though. Have to keep the pop-ups. Love the pop-ups. Even though I know they're going to break and screw me over one night.
Yep.
The hand crank them up.
Yeah.
It'll have one eye closed.
Just go to turn them on and it's just gonna be seizure mode. Just
winky face, do the wink.
It's just it's trying to wink at Morse code.
Can I cut you off and tell a fucking hilarious story about that?
Okay, 2 seconds. Vinny, your dad says all your dreams will come true. Keep dreaming.
Wait, is that good or bad? I don't know.
I don't know, but whatever.
Right.
Shout out to you,
Bob.
Hey,
there he is. I see him.
Yep.
Well, now that your dad's here, the story, I feel more pressure now to tell the story.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I've laid some eggs in front
fine.
I've laid some big eggs in front of Bob, so you're good.
I was drunk as fuck in the backseat of my friend's Pathfinder.
Uh-huh.
And we're cruising down state because I don't remember where we were going. And there's British Fishing Green NA pulls up next to us. I roll the window down, and I'm like half outside the car going, pop up and down headlights! Pop up and down headlights! And the dude does it, and shifts down and passes us. I was so happy.
Oh,
So it made my night.
nice.
That's it.
Ooh.
Sorry to cut you off, but that just
It's
reminded me of that.
It's all right. I'm going to jump into the chat real quick. Jamal, I got this idea from Dave, Professor Dave, Master of the Ghetto Arts. But it's so good, I want to do it. A 3-rotor twin-turbo Mazda 929.
Oh,
That's a lot of nuts.
fuck. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of nuts.
I see you came to party. I, too, like to party.
That'll
Jesus
be
fuck.
a sound and vehicle there. Woo.
Ooh, yeah, dude, that's gonna be crazy. But yeah, I mean, like my SR car is just gonna be it's gonna be a simple car. It's gonna be a full interior car. And as God is my witness, I will keep air conditioning in it because, like, when I say a street car, I mean like
No drifting.
I mean, oh no, there will be drifting, but
But there
I'm
will
not
be
gonna-
drifting.
Oh yeah, no, but it's just
Okay.
gonna be like there'll be a radio, there will be air conditioning. So I'm sitting in like
comforts.
grid. Yeah, I could just be like,
Gotcha.
it's a 98 outside. You know what's not 98 degrees? Air conditioning.
Mhm.
Yeah. You know, like blast some city pop from the Bluetooth stereo. Call it, just have a grand old time.
Yep.
I'm game. I'm game.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just going to be like just a bigger turbo, a front mount, some better cooling. Like nothing crazy. Yeah. I remember years ago.
Green.
Yeah, I mean, I remember my first SEMA. I went up to full race, and I'm just like, well, like, I kind of would want to do like a 500 horsepower SR, and they laughed at me. They're just like, that's too much. And then, like, a few years later, Daigo shows up in Formula Drift, like, putting out 1100. And suddenly everybody's just like, oh,
That's normal.
we need to make power now. So I'm just like, oh, how quickly the times have turned. But
You were ahead of your time. You were a hipster with the high power SR.
I didn't think that was terribly unreasonable. I knew it was a bad idea. I just didn't think it was an unreasonable idea.
How dare you?
Oh, man. Well, I could keep doing this all night. So, I mean, as long as you guys have ideas.
I got one more.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got one more.
All right. So, Vinny, how about you go next?
So the other one I've always wanted to build is a Volkswagen bus, VW bus, like the one with the most windows.
Oh,
24, 21 window.
Yeah, I saw them a bunch of years when I had my car at the Autorama, and they had some sweet ones there. But I'd do mine a little different, to be a little bit gangster mobile, but it'd also be something like that. I don't know. I got to figure out an engine, but slam to the ground, airbags. But then I want it total like rainbows all the way around the side, total
Yes.
shag and wagon. Like you go in, shag carpet, just chill out spot. That's kind of what I have envisioned. So slam it to the ground. You just like don't even have to step into it. That's how low to the ground it is.
Yes. Oh, man.
My family calls those loafs.
Oh, man. That is.
I've always wanted a loaf.
Man.
I have like 3 or 4 of them over there, die casts.
Nice.
So obsessed I am with them.
Dude, nice.
Yeah. I got to build the Lego someday.
Oh, gotta. Dude, I got
every other one around here.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, that just reminds me of like the few Samba bus races we did in GT Sport because that was a terrible idea, but also hilarious. We took them to Mount Panorama.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Flying down there.
5 laps, mandatory pit stop. It was such a terrible idea.
Yeah, probably handled horrible.
Oh, it wasn't great. I mean, they were bone stock, so you know. Nothing
Rolling
like
all over the place.
Nothing like dropping into first gear to climb a hill on a racetrack. And then watching the RPMs drop as you're climbing the hill in first.
It's like my wife's Nissan Cube. I used to have.
Oh, God. It was
Thing was
trying
gutless.
so hard. It was trying so hard. But, real quick, speaking of like racing video games and stuff, last week of the month on Thursday, we'll be doing the Twitch Thursday stream on Nerding for Beginners right there on that Twitch channel. we're going to do some sort of racing thing, I'm doing it at the end of the month because it gives me time to figure out stuff, figure out cars, figure out tracks, all that fun stuff. So we can go have a couple of hours.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. Yep. So figured I'd pepper that in. But yeah, God, man, I might just try to figure out something where we could do the Samba bus. So hopefully you could join us, Vinny, in your Samba bus.
Yeah.
Because that would be glorious.
Yep. Definitely on the list.
Oh yes.
My second build, which I've also thought about this one quite a bit, and it's not as refined, but I would like to make my Subaru like that 510. I realize that the platform is significantly hindered versus the Datsun.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Well, so like what I would do is I would swap basically an STI drivetrain underneath it. So 6-speed with differential, so I get a little bit more stoutness there. And then I would actually not go with the EZ30B, I'd go with the EZ36. So it says they call it the Liberty engine in Australia because they came in the Liberties in Australia. It's technically a slightly better engine. They're built a little bit better. And then I would probably do twin turbos, one for each bank. Nothing crazy. I wouldn't go for high horsepower. I think maybe 600. Those engines are a little bit more stout than some of the other super engines. You'd have to do a little bit of work inside them, but 600 wouldn't be that unreasonable. And then I would get some good suspension on it. I would do some lightweight stuff to it. I go back and forth like wanting keep it like complete bone stock interior, like clean it all up, like fix all like little dings and dents inside. But others I'm like, fuck it, let's put 4 bucket seats in it and put a like fake dash on it so it doesn't look like there's wires everywhere. I actually did a lot of research one day about custom carbon fiber body panels. Because that's totally a thing. Like you just like ship off your body panel to this company and you give them $1,000 or give them the money and they'll custom wrap for carbon fiber body panels for you. So like imagine a legacy with like carbon fiber rear hatch, carbon fiber hood, and carbon fiber front fenders. Like how fucking dumb would that be?
That would be like the ultimate of just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Oh, you have to if you should. Yeah. I crunched some numbers. I think I could get that chassis down to like 2,300 to 2,400 pounds.
Good God.
Without me in it. Well, the chassis is already somewhat light. Without me in it, with its current stuff, it's about 3,000-ish.
Yeah, but I mean that's still a lot of weight to be taken out.
Yeah.
Already light.
Yeah. But then so like 500-ish horsepower, 600-ish horsepower, 2,200 to 2,500 thousand pounds. 6-speed, good drivetrain. I think that would be a really fun car, and that car would be built less for like a race car, but more of like a canyon car. Go hit the canyons. I'd keep it all-wheel drive. I would not leave it rear-wheel drive. That's just stupid. I did it because I could. But,
dude, Jamal points out that is lighter than an Evora.
How much? What? What do Evoras weigh? What?
I saw one the other day, and they are like...
Yeah, I saw one too.
Yeah.
The white one, right?
I think it was a white one, yeah.
White or silver?
Something like that. But yeah, I mean, it was one of those, it was like I had to do a double take, because I'm just like, that's too big to be an Elise, but it's too small to be anything else.
No, the Evora weighs 30, 31, 32.
Ah, all right. How much does an Elise weigh?
Can't be much.
Wait,
yeah.
Hold on. Does my Subaru white right now weighs less than an Evora?
Jesus.
You're saying 25. The Evora GT is 31.
Dang.
Because I can't scale weight my Subaru, and I've actually pulled more weight out of it since then. And it was like, I can't remember if it was 3,090 pounds or 3,190. It was somewhere right around there. It was between those two numbers. So effectively, my Subaru weighs as much as an Evora.
What have we done?
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, man. I mean, I could do this all night. I've just got all sorts of builds in my head because I have been broke, but I have had subscriptions to car magazines.
I got
Okay.
one more I could do if you wanted to do one more quick fire round.
I'm down, Vinny.
I'm down.
Okay, so what I have to tell this story for it to kind of make a little bit of sense. So when I had my Integra, I wasn't actually out like doing much track driving, actually none. But what I would do is, since I lived literally in between Big and Little Cottonwood Canyon, is I would just go drive the canyons. And since I lived on the east bench of Salt Lake County, so a lot of kids up there were a bit more well off than I was. So when
You
they,
don't say. People
Yeah.
up in the mountains have money? What?
yeah, right.
Not saying that
And
you don't have money. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, no, I have not had money for a while. So like my aspirations in life are comically low at this point.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But well, actually, I have big aspirations, but like my immediate like like year goals are kind of they're fairly humble. But yeah, so what happened was a lot of kids got, they didn't necessarily get brand new BMWs, but they got, kind of the higher spec, slightly older BMWs. So there were a lot of like E36 328 ISs running around, the odd M3, some of the lower tier E46s, but those guys were just like ultimate driving machine. Therefore, they thought they were hot shit. And then here I am, 140 horsepower, 110 pound-feet of torque on a good day. And yeah, I would just mess with them up and down the canyons, and they just couldn't quite get it through their head, that me and this little shitbox Integra were, lighting them up. But seeing those cars, and then the other day I actually saw a guy, like a kid, like Zach's age kid, and I'm assuming his girlfriend or something, or a friend, they were in a white... Oh, no, it wasn't you. No. I'm just using you as an example because yeah. But, they looked like they were having the time of their lives, and they were in it looked like a bone stock white E36 M3. And I'm just like, I would love to get one of those, throw an exhaust on there, some headers, and like coilovers, some stickier wheels and tires, and then some bucket seats and a harness bar, and just be like, listen, I'm going to go relive my, my early 20s and just run up and down Big and Little Cottonwood Canyon and just harass the well-to-do youths with their whatevers. Because
I would assume both do the youths now Fiestas, Fiesta Focus STs.
oh yeah,
And
like that sort of stuff.
Golf R's.
Like the Odd Speed 3, which is a weird thing to still see people getting. But yeah, like, like Focus RSs too on occasion. But yeah, just, just being like, this thing is older than the lot of you, but it is doing so much better than the lot of you.
It's the driver mod.
Yeah, I just think that would be utterly hilarious. And it would just, like, I've always wanted a straight six, like, I've always wanted a BMW. Like, there's just something about them. Like that was the first track car I actually like did a track day in, was Scott Chamberlain's BMW before it gone blew up. But yeah, no, like that thing was fun, even though I was in like a skinny man seat, so I was having to do it like up sitting on one hip, which really wasn't great. But no, like that car was just, it was so smooth and it was relatively easy to drive, like all things considered. So just like, yeah, I've always wanted one, and now just since I've driven one, it's just like I feel like that thing would be fun to just like be able to blast up and down the canyons.
They're very loud, straight piped.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, been to enough track days where those are out there. Been to plenty of drift events where it's
extremely loud.
Straight pipe rev limiter high.
Yep.
Just awful.
Yep, you can't mistake it.
Nope. Jamal says, yeah, roll up in a stockish E36 and stun on everyone. It's like, yeah, dude. Listen. Sometimes the old ways are the best ways. But Yeah. All right. Vinny, what do you got for round 3?
Well, it's kind of a 2-in-1, so
Okay.
either one or the other or both. If I could either take my GTR to the next level and not make it my daily driver, so I would do some sort of craziness to it,
Mhm.
Slam it to the ground and a body kit that not everybody has. And my body kit wouldn't have all the rivets. It'd be all
Oh, yeah.
molded in, so it'd be clean, and some sort of real bitch in color. I've talked about it before, like some pale, like I don't know, like almost like a greenish, pale green or something like that. I don't know.
Ooh, okay.
And make it real clean. That's kind of one thing that's a dream, and then the other one would be, of course, like Lamborghini Huracan with a twin turbo, from Sheepy Race, with the exhaust pipes coming out the back. That would be a dream as well.
Oh, dude, that would be so.
With the rear bumper delete, 1,400 horse.
Oh yeah.
They have so many sick exhausts on Instagram that I'm always looking at.
Oh,
so
like that is a fun rabbit hole to go down. Like
it's just so expensive, man.
Oh yeah,
it's like astronomical. So
like, man, I remember back in the day, I would just like when it didn't matter the year or generation or condition. Like you could catch an NSX for like 30 grand. It didn't matter. They were all 30 grand on the used market. And I'm just like, yeah, man, like that would be fun. Like, well, like just headers and exhaust, we'll call it good. And I'm just looking at him like, no.
Yeah.
It's just like at the time you get a clean GSR for like a set of Comtech headers and exhaust. I'm like, no, pass. I'll take the car.
Yeah.
So my third one, I guess, I'm going to get laughed at here, which I'm okay with, because I know exactly why I want it, and I know its purpose in life, but I want a small dick truck.
You would love my friend Jess. I have a friend who has a mini truck.
No, not mini truck. Small dick truck.
Oh.
So
what's the difference?
Okay.
I want a 6-door OBS Ford.
Oh, a huge. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
There.
All right.
Yeah, that is
gotcha.
God.
Okay, so
like Diesel Brothers.
Yeah, but I want to do it kind of ironically. Like I want it because like I've driven a handful of larger trucks, and you do feel like a goddamn god. You're up there, you're just like you're peasants below me. Like I hit you, and you're just like I can hit your car, and
you just keep going. Who cares?
Yeah.
I want a 6-door so I can take me and some friends places. I wanted to have a 5th wheel hitch so I can get a nice boat. I want to tow the boat to like sail it.
Zach and the Kyles heading up to the lake.
Yeah.
It's like 1 mile to the gallon, if that.
Well, hold on. We're not done yet.
How many gas stations are on the way up to Strawberry?
Yeah.
I
Can
hope
you
a
make
few.
it there?
I also want to do like a diesel race engine. So
Oh my god.
Part of me wants to do like a Cummins swap just to piss everyone off. Do like an 800 horsepower Cummins.
Okay, so now tell us about your support vehicle. It's going to have to follow you around because there's no way you're going anywhere.
An extra vehicle of gas.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with like Motor Compo Cities or whatever in the bed. But I want it to be a long bed, 6-door, maybe even a dually, because fuck it, why not? So just a city block worth of vehicle.
Like a F650.
I would want it to be built off of like a 250 or 350 platform with the OBS. For some reason, I want it to be like a deep emerald green with a lot of like flake in it. I don't know why that's the color I want, but I know that's the color I want.
Just man,
and I want to be able to like pull up to a light and we're like Corvette a story and a half below me is talking shit. I mean,
how big's the lift on the truck?
I would go air. I'd put it on air.
Oh, okay.
So you could go all the way up and bring it back down if you need to.
Like, man, that is. Taylor has the chat.
Ladders that fold out.
Yeah.
Yes, but not the one step, but like the 2 step, like the multi-tier, like automatic retractable ladder.
Yeah.
Taylor Hatch, you should see the Dodge Julie going up on the auction this week.
Okay, I might have to do some looking. Hey Taylor, if you send me a link, I will look at it.
Yeah.
But like I said, I want like a powerful engine. Like I want I want to be able to have the Corvette below me talking shit, and then me just brake boost, click into 4 high, just reach down.
Oh my god.
And then just Titanic sized vehicle just getting up and going. Like I wanted to run like 13s. Like, again, this might not even be possible, but run like a 13 at like a drag strip.
There was an episode of Speed Racer where like they had to like foil a diamond smuggling ring in the middle of a race. And the diamond smuggling car or gold smuggling, I can't remember what it was, but it was just like it was basically like this land train. So it occupied somehow first and also last place because that's how long it was. That is what I'm imagining your truck.
Yes, it's just fucking just all of it. I just
Yeah.
like I said, I want a small dick truck. I want people to get out and be like, that dude's got a fucking micro penis. I'm gonna be like, maybe, but I got a fucking big truck. Want to fuck with me?
Can
I
you
will
see
be
him
putting-
up there? It's too high.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like you're up there you're up there on high. Meanwhile, I'm just slapping dick stickers all over this thing.
And the thing is, it's like 80 square feet of like body panels. Like I probably would never find them either.
Just commissioning a dude to do a mural. It's like he's not gonna notice for a week or two.
Yeah, just do the passenger side entire like 7.5 foot bed worth of mural.
It needs to be a dual axle too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
to like a 6-wheeler.
Yeah.
yep.
I would be down for a 6-wheeler. Well, if I did a 2-axle, I would do like the crab walk rear steering.
Yeah. So it can just easily, yeah.
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 I want a car that takes up a full city block and 4 lanes of traffic when I'm crab walking.
Ooh,
Like the H1.
Yeah.
that is all right. That is a hell of a truck, Taylor. He posted the link up in the
I
chat.
don't know why I'm sharing it. Can I just copy it?
300. Oh, you probably could.
It's not letting
Man,
me copy it.
383,000 miles. My God in heaven.
There we go. That was a bitch to copy. I'll throw it up on screen for everyone. All the viewers can watch. See it.
That is a fucking unit of a truck. It's a 2008 Dodge Ram 3500. Come on, Zach. I believe in you.
Hold on. I gotta do like 30 fucking. Holy fuck! Is that thing giant? Screen share. Yes. Screen share. Yes. That one. Share.
Here it is.
I wouldn't go that gaudy. I wouldn't do all the chrome, but like.
I think you're going to end up going all that chrome just because that's just how it works.
I can't spell green.
Gren.
OBS.
Maybe it's hackers.
Be like, I'm thinking like this, like or like that, but with an extra door.
Oh, that is offensive to me.
That with an extra door.
There it is.
Or
Yep.
we do the 350.
Ooh, yeah.
With the giant weird box body. See that? I don't like those wheels. That's too big.
But like that's the vibe you're going for.
Yeah.
All right, man.
There we go. That's the vibe. That's the vibe right there, but in green.
Man. Yeah, these diesels, like all these things are putting a lot of miles, Taylor. I'm sorry, I'm not used to seeing, this crazy amount of mileage.
Well, Skinny Chick has 350,000 miles.
Taylor's 7.3 is at 425K.
Ooh, that just one more door. Yeah.
Just one more door. Yeah, Taylor's gonna bid on it.
Do it. If you do it, well, let me come take photos of it.
Yeah, be the hero we need you to be. Yeah, chat. What do you got for dream builds, real quick?
I also, as you know, I have a list of crazy cars I've always wanted to own.
Yeah.
Nothing in here is particularly fancy. Yeah. I've always wanted to do there's a company I can't remember what they're called, but they do full carbon fiber chassis or bodied or skinned 930s.
Ooh, yeah, those would be fun.
That's up there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I've got some Porsche ideas, but they're really fairly mellow, and all things considered.
And you can see right here. Hold on, where's my screen?
There it is.
V12 SEC. Right
There you go.
Yep.
All right. Well, chat, give you another minute. See if you got anything for us.
Oh, I guess I could bring this on the air.
Oh,
I
yeah.
am buying a Mercedes.
Oh, yes. So, congratulations.
I am buying a Mafia car. Do you actually know the story of the Mafia car?
No, I do not.
This car's a fucking Mafia car. So it was owned by a close friend's boss who was like real Mafia. Like Greek Mafia. Dude has a fucking Morgan in his garage.
Ooh, okay.
Because apparently that's what you do. So there's that. And the car is not a U.S. car. Its original ship destination was not the United States. It was Canada. It was brought from Canada.
Okay.
I called the dealership to look up, get some information about some keys and stuff, they're like, "We don't have this in our system." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, this is a Canadian car. And so when I looked at the VIN placard, it has the Canadian flag on the VIN placard.
Nice.
So I had to call a Canadian dealership like, "Hey, will you run this VIN for me and give me some information?"
Dude, well, that's rad.
So, black
Nice.
on black, SF100.
Hell yeah. Well, that's going to be fun. I hope it treats you well. Let's see.
Well.
Taylor. Yeah, it's all right. Taylor Hatch has currently been wanting a 4x4 Econoline van. Yeah, like we didn't really get into like overlanding or off-roading stuff, but I have some thoughts. My brother asked me about a vehicle for off-roading and camping, and he did not like any of the ideas I gave him because they cost money, and he's a teacher. So,
Yeah, that does kind of limit your prospect on vehicles.
Yeah. Let's see. Jamal Taylor says, get a Quigley. I don't know, but
I'm scared to Google it.
All right. Yeah, you Google that, and I'm going to thank everybody for joining us. Vincent, thank you for joining us. We appreciate
Absolutely.
it. Yeah,
Fun
dude.
being here.
Yeah, man. Promote yourself out there on the social medias and wherever else if you want people to come find you.
It's just at Vinnie Mouse, VINNYMAU 5 on Instagram. And yeah, that's it. I just do Instagram and Facebook, Vincent Meyer, if you know me. But yeah.
Nice.
And I got a YouTube page too.
Hell yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Quigley is an off-road conversion company for appears to be Ford and Chevy.
Ooh, okay. That'd be fun. So yeah, he's a good follow on the old Instagram. It's a healthy mix of child, dog, Call of Duty,
Cars.
and GTR. Yep. It's pretty sweet. It's a
some
good
racing.
It's a good all around follow. I highly recommend it. So Zach, do you have anything you want to talk about real quick?
Follow me on Lord 3500 photos of cars and friends and
Zach,
Parker.
you are descending into potato quality, and you have now frozen.
Oh, he might be coming back.
It's all right. Whatever. Yeah, Zach Lord 35 millimeter. It's also a fun one. He got a cool picture of an E30. Here we go. Or whatever that car was.
The 190.
Okay, I'm sorry. It was just like it was in shadow, and really everything of that generation that is German and boxy kind of looks the same when it's in silhouette.
Wow.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Follow me on let's see, we've got The Bowl is Too Small on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. I do cooking stuff there. Nerding for Beginners on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch. That is where the Twitch Thursday streams are now headed. We're doing more just general gaming stuff, not necessarily car related stuff, because man, it kind of got got a little bit tiring, But like I said, we're still going to do one car thing once a month. Give me some time to plan out some fun stuff. This week we are going to be playing Sea of Thieves, which is a pirate game. So, yep. So, yeah, if you want to see me and AJ and Brandon Kuhn and who knows who else sing sea shanties and do piracy, Twitch.tv/nerding for beginners, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. AJ Standard Time, formerly Eastern Standard Time.
I love that.
Yeah. So, there we go. Oh, and new episodes of the Nerdy for Beginners podcast. One dropped today, Monday, as we are recording this. New episode of the D&D playthrough is happening on Wednesday and every Wednesday until we run out of episodes. So hopefully never. So there we go. Unless anybody has anything else to say, I think we should say thank you to Vinnie one more time. Again, long
Thanks
time
for having
coming.
me.
Dude, we loved having you. Long time coming. Frankly, too long.
Glad to be here.
It's
man.
great to meet you.
Hope to come back someday.
Yes, we will definitely get you back. So,
Cool.
All right. So
I need social interaction.
we can provide that for you. We can
Yeah.
definitely make that happen. So, thank you all out there. Jamal, Derek, Taylor, everybody in the chat, Andrew, Big Bob.
Quiet.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. And we will see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.